challenge fabulous people to showcase 3 of their favourite outfits. We also discuss their fashion inspirations and how style plays an important part in their lives. So come on and join me and enjoy the fashion shows. Hello and welcome to Show Me Your Style. Now I love a great vintage find and going through vintage stores and markets all around the world and finding that bespoke piece. I love to mix my vintage with my modern pieces in the wardrobe, and I have so much fun with it. There is something pretty special about knowing or feeling like you are the only person or one of the very few wearing that one piece that you've purchased. I mean, I have this great vintage skirt that I purchased a few years ago in a vintage store, and I absolutely love wearing it. So this is what brings me to this series. Now, in my search for great vintage stores, I've come across a gem, and that is Potts Point Vintage. But more so, I'm intrigued by the owner, Arnold Kelgard, who has a quirky sense of style. Every time I see Arnold, he's always in something fantastic and flamboyant, and for him that's his normal style. It's his normal day. Every day he puts these creations together with all these unique pieces, and he wears them with pride and with confidence, and I just think that is so fantastic. He really rocks it and owns his own style. So even his pieces that he wears, like, he will alter them or tweak them to suit himself. So it could be changing the buttons, or it could be placing patches on the jacket, or just something really interesting. And it really is quite fun and entertaining every time I see him. So today I have the absolute pleasure of interviewing Arnold and asking him to show us his style. So here we have Arnold. Arnold, thank you so much for being a part of my Show Me Your Style. I mean,
pleasure's mine.
Look at him. This is what he wears on a daily basis. But first, let me ask you, I love this store. Where did your passion of vintage, when did it begin?
Oh, look, I'd have to say when I was living in the Blue Mountains.
Okay.
You know, vintage is very popular out there, and
Yes.
I sort of just got the bug. But I had been in vintage for a while before that, but not seriously, just sort of the odd piece here and there, and it just sort of grew on me.
And how long ago was this?
Oh, it was about 15 years ago.
Okay. So when you were a child, you weren't really into vintage? It's something that happened later?
Oh, that's right. I mean, I was heavily into fashion as a child.
Right.
But, it sort of just evolved.
Okay. And is it because you found vintage just unique pieces and you couldn't find those unique pieces out in an average store?
Well, I think I just sort of got bored with modern fashion, and then I just started looking around and discovered vintage and realised that, the quality was better and there's more style.
And you haven't looked back.
Well, that's it. That's exactly right.
And tell me, in your store, what do you stock?
Well, I have vintage pieces for both men and women, and I also have like the odd designer piece, like a bit of Pucci and, Gucci and things like that.
Okay, beautiful. And where do you source them from? So where do all these pieces come from?
Well, I get these things from people's homes.
Okay.
So, that's where the best things are. They've only had one owner, and often things have been handed down to them.
Right.
So, I buy from those people. So someone going into a nursing home, for example, they've reached the point where they can no longer take that with them. So that's where I come along and I'll buy those pieces.
That's great. I mean, it's obviously very bespoke pieces, because if you were to come in his store and have a look, they really are all unique, gorgeous pieces there. So let's talk about this outfit. How would you describe your style in general?
Well, I'd consider myself a freestyler, which is basically you just wear whatever you want.
Okay.
So, like, I do wear the odd designer piece or something modern here and there, but I mean, I'll always have something vintage on. So, like, I'm not someone who wants to stereotype myself with a period look. Yeah, no, that's not my thing. Although that's what people think vintage is. I like to sort of just mix things up and come up with something unique.
That's a good point. It's stereotyping.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
Like the Elvis thing,
Yes.
Everyone thinks, oh, vintage, it's the Elvis thing, and that's cool if you like Elvis, but I like Elvis, but I like freestyle.
Excellent. So tell us about this. So look, first of all, I just want to point out the belt. It's pretty unique there. So tell us about this outfit and why you chose this as our first outfit.
Well, this is an Australian military dinner jacket and vest, and I'm wearing it with a military cap. So I just like.
So that's original military.
Oh, these are original. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, original stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, a lot of people aren't aware that the best fashions in the world started with the military designers, like Hugo Boss, you know, and all those guys. They started off doing the military things.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And even today, the big fashion houses, they look at what the military's
Is
doing.
that right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That is
that's
so
right.
interesting. So this is the vest underneath, and then you've just
Yep.
got your modern white shirt, and he's got the military vest and the jacket over it, and obviously this belt, and the hat is also what era
Well,
would that
this
be?
is from the 1960s.
Okay.
So, you know, I just love it because it's something different. And
And
it
that's
comes from
military
France.
as
It
well.
does come, it's
That's
a French,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's called a kepi hat. So it's something like it's ultra cool because the dimensions on it are
Yes,
so different from the caps today.
that's right. That's
And the
exactly
French are the best when it comes to fashion. So
Right.
I
Is that
always look at what the French are doing because they know,
right. Is that right?
they know what they're the
What about the
masters.
Italians?
Well, no, they are great. They're well, my three favourite are the Italians,
Okay.
French and the British.
Fantastic. So where would you wear this outfit? I mean, for you, every time I see you, you'd wear it out just to the shops,
Yeah,
really.
look, I wear it, you know, to go to the grocery store and cruise around town,
Fantastic.
in the shop all the time.
I love
Just
it.
something. I mean, people think I'm a chauffeur as well,
Yeah.
so sometimes I, you know, need to go to the car.
You're in character.
Exactly.
Excellent. Well, this is fantastic, and we're going on to the second one now. Okay, so I've decided to wear one of the hats. This, fantastic, love it. Okay, now, Arnold, tell us about this crazy outfit.
Well, this is an 80s graffiti leather coat that I sort of wear when I go out to parties or, you know, for a bit of a dance. Very 80s, very cool. It's got, you know, the badges on the hat and
And the jumper, it's all.
yeah, like
Beautiful
it's
little
an
designs
80s Aztec design.
Turn around, let's see, is it printed all the oh God, look at this. And turn that, let's have a look at the sleeves. So this is hand painted.
Hand painted in a peace theme, so it's meant like people see me and they think, oh, that guy's into peace, and you know,
Right.
I mean, the world needs a bit of peace these days.
Yeah, it is. How often do you wear this?
Oh, this is my uniform in winter.
Is
I
it
don't.
really?
I'm always in this, you know, and I love it. And it gets a lot of people talking, and people think, I remember those, and you know, it's just a great
It's a talking
vintage
piece.
piece, a
And-
classic.
And the hat?
Well, this is my trusty Akubra
Mm-hmm.
that I've put pins on there to, you know, all Australiana
Let's have a
themed.
closer look there. Just come up into the. Okay, so these are all pins you've collected over the
Yeah.
over the years. And
From the
just added.
Sydney Olympics, and it just adds a bit of life to the hat.
I've seen you in that around the street, so you wear that often as well.
Yeah.
It's great. Fantastic. So this is outfit number 2. Here I'm channeling a bit of Frida Kahlo. This great, and I think
That looks awesome.
I think this bag's coming home with me. But anyway, it's not about me. Arnold, what about the third outfit? Look at this. Is this a bit of Air Force going
Oh,
on here?
this is my
Top Gun.
Yes, it's my Kingsford Smith look. So, like, I mean, every guy's got to have a cool leather jacket, and this is my flight jacket. So, it's my favourite leather piece, and I wear them with my awesome Doc Marten, where they're an oilskin and leather boot, very rare, and like I'm good friends with the cobbler, and he keeps them in
He
good
keeps them
shape.
in good shape.
They get a lot of use.
And the hat,
Oh,
the little
look,
cap.
it's a leather, you know, Brando look.
It's
It just
beautiful.
sort of makes it cool, you know.
I love this, and it's so soft.
Yeah, thanks. Well, what I've done is I ran a bit of sandpaper through it to make it look like it's seen a bit of action.
Is that what
So
you do?
I aged it.
What? Is that right, on the leather?
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool tip, guys. Nice. And this you wear, again, it's everyday
Oh,
wear.
look, I wear it everywhere. Like, I wish I had a 1930s convertible that I could cruise around in, because would be perfect with it. But it's something that I get a lot of compliments with. The patches.
Yeah.
It's just something that's fitted and it's cool, and you know, you can wear it anywhere.
Fantastic. Did you sew those patches on, or are they already?
Oh, well, no, they were on there, and I mean, it was quite old, and I had to make, you know, restitch it. And
Okay. A little bit of repair,
bit of running repair,
which
yeah.
is great. So this is Arnold. This is the third outfit, and before we go, I would like to ask you: is there any style tip or even style philosophy that you have that you would love to share with the viewers?
Look, I always tell people that the most important thing is to dress for the occasion. So, you know, you might feel like wearing something, you've got to respect the dress code, but still be individual. Be true to your own fashion values. But you know, it's very important to stick to the dress code. I see a lot of people looking good, but they, you know, it doesn't look good overall if they've disrespected the dress code.
Yeah, okay. That is a very good tip.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm going to have a little bit more fun in this shop before I go.